Hey friends, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another What Sold on Poshmark video, and I'm going to be doing my 15 most recent sales on the platform. I think it's really helpful just to see like what is selling right now, and these are extremely recent. Like a couple of them just sold this morning, so most of them are from yesterday, and then a few are from the day before. So over the course of the past 3 days, these 15 sales, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, I'm going to be starting with the most recent sale, which is from this morning, and it is a Lululemon women's jacket. I've had this item for a couple months. My grandma sent it to me in one of her, thrift hauls, one of her boxes she sends me, and I knew it was a really nice jacket when I looked at it just by the quality and just the type of jacket. It wasn't one of the more common styles. So I looked up comps or sold listings to see how much it had been selling for, and it had been selling for quite a bit, and there weren't a lot of them listed or active on Poshmark. So I listed it on the higher side at $100, and it was getting a ton of likes and a ton of interest, and it's taken a couple months for the right buyer to come along, but someone offered me $90, which is $10 off my asking price. I definitely thought that was reasonable, so I went ahead and accepted that offer. So it sold for $90 in a couple of months. Okay, my next sale is a pair of boots. The brand on these is Billy Ella, and they are sold at Anthropology. I actually picked these up at an estate sale, the big Anthropology one that I went to, and I knew these were really awesome boots just based on like the embroidery. They had that block heel. They were perfectly on trend and really good quality. However, they had a few just like little marks. I don't think they had ever been worn, but just from being in storage or whatnot. So I priced them a little on the lower end. I priced them at $85. I probably would have priced them a little higher if they weren't scuffed. And they had a lot of likes, a lot of interest. I was getting offers, but I was getting like 50% off offers, and I wasn't really into that. So someone came and offered me, I want to say they offered 55, and I countered them. I had them listed at 85. I said 75, and then they came back at 63. I went ahead and accepted 63 just because it has been a little while that I've had these listed, and since they did have a tiny flaw on them, I went ahead and let those go for a little bit lower of a price. And then the next item is a graphic tee, some of my favorites, and this one is a junk food tee. Junk Food's a great graphic tee brand, and I got this one at Final Cut, which is the Anthropology Free People outlet store. I went right after Thanksgiving and I picked this up, and I listed it at $30. It was a Los Angeles Chargers tee, and someone yesterday offered me $25, which is pretty reasonable. I went ahead and accepted the $25 offer. I would definitely pick up pretty much everything in this haul you're gonna see. I don't think I'm going to mention it as much in this haul just because a lot of this stuff is really recent. Any of the stuff I talk about, I would buy again if I came across it in the thrift store or estate sale or whatnot. Now the next item is an Anthropology item. Again, this is a moth sweater, and I got this one also at the estate sale I went to, and I had this one listed at $80, I believe. Yes, $80. It was new with tags. It was a great piece, and someone came and offered me $60. Which I don't know, I was kind of iffy about taking the 60, and I went ahead and countered 70, and they countered me at 62, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to take the 62. I'm going to move the item. I've only had it for probably listed for maybe 2 months now, not even, so I was happy with the $62. The next item is a graphic tee. Again, I sell a lot of these because I list a lot of them. It's kind of what I am known for in my closet. But this was a Def Leppard graphic tee that was from Urban Outfitters. I thrifted this one, and it still had the tag. So it was new with tags from Urban Outfitters, and it retailed for $39. When I looked this item up, it was just one of those pieces that sold out really fast at Urban Outfitters. Like a ton of different celebrities or influencers were wearing it, so a lot of people were still looking for this tee. It was like a women's graphic tee, and so I just went ahead and listed it at full retail price at $39. I didn't do any kind of discount because it was new with tags, and I got a lot of lower offers on this one. I countered the lower offers with my lowest, and no one took that, and then yesterday someone came in and bought it full price for $39. So I knew that top or that tee was worth the $39, was worth the full retail, so it just took the right buyer, and that sold in a couple of weeks. Okay, the next item is a pair of shorts, and we are definitely getting into that spring break shorts kind of season where people are starting to think about warmer weather or going on vacation. So these were a pair of 1 teaspoon shorts. I love 1 teaspoon. They do a ton of like distressed stuff, and I find their jeans, but I don't find their shorts as often. But I found this pair of shorts in my last haul like a couple of days ago, and I listed them at $45, and someone offered me $37 a couple of days after I listed them, I went ahead and accepted the $37, so those sold pretty quickly. I highly recommend picking up 1 teaspoon shorts. They usually sell pretty quick and usually around that like $30 to $50 range depending on the style. And then the next item is a Lucky brand belt, which is also from that recent last thrift haul that I did. And this I listed at $40, and it was just a beautiful genuine leather belt. It had a lot of cool embroidery and detailing and just super unique. I listed at the $40 and someone offered me, they offered me $30 and I countered them at $34. That was gonna be my lowest on this item and she went ahead and accepted it. So again, I always mention, look at the belts in the thrift store, look at them when you're outsourcing because the really unique cool ones sell. And Lucky brand belts in particular, those retail I want to say for like $70 or $80, so that's a pretty good deal. It's like half off she's getting it for. Okay, the next item is another item from that Anthropology estate sale that I went to, and this one was a pre-owned item, so a lot of stuff I found there was new with tags, but this was just a pre-owned Leifsdottir top. And Leifsdottir is an older Anthropology brand. I don't even know if they still make it anymore, but this top was just really gorgeous. It had a really cool cold shoulder detail. It was floral, it was silk, and it was a size 12. So I listed this at $40 and I wasn't having a ton of action on it, but someone offered me $33, so it was $7 off my asking price, and I went ahead and accepted that. Okay, and then the next item, again from my most recent thrift haul, is a kimono, and I love kimonos. So along with the cutoff shorts or jean shorts, kimonos are another like spring break, spring festival kind of trend. And this was an UMG kimono, which UMG is a boutique brand, and I see it a lot at just like little southern boutiques around Atlanta where I live, so I don't know if you guys have seen it around where you live, but I picked this one up just because the style was so beautiful of the kimono and they're on trend, and I listed it at $35 and someone offered me $30. I'm pretty sure it was the same night that I listed it, and I went ahead and accepted it because I definitely thought that was reasonable. Okay, another item from that haul. So I think this was the day, this must have been the day that I posted my haul because I think I sold a couple of these items immediately. And this was a Lucky brand, again a graphic tee, and it was a really cool Janis Joplin one. And this one in particular, like when I felt it, I actually thought it was a more expensive graphic tee line, but it turned out it was Lucky, which Lucky tees still do well for me. And I listed it at $35 because this one I hadn't seen before and I thought it was super amazing quality for Lucky brand. So someone offered me $25 and I countered them at $30, which was gonna be my lowest. They came back at $28 and I was like, oh, do I really wanna lose the sale over $2? I knew I could probably wait and maybe get a little more, but I thought, let me just move that item. So I went ahead, accepted their $28 offer. And like I said, it sold the same day. This top also sold that same day. Same day I posted the haul, and it is an Allen graphic burnout top. It was long sleeve and it has this really cool huge star on it. I love star print stuff and a lot of people do as well. So this was a really nice top. This brand I don't always pick up, but I picked it up because of the style. So I listed it at $30. There aren't a lot of comps on this brand again because it just, you know, isn't super common and a lot of people I don't think pick it up. But I listed it at $30 and someone offered me $25 and I went ahead and accepted that offer. Okay, the next item again from that haul, I think this is the last one that was from my last thrift haul, and it is a Levi's graphic tee. Again, these graphics, you guys, I'm telling you, keep an eye out for really good ones. But this was a Levi's one, which Levi's stuff, it doesn't retail for that much. Like when I looked up this graphic tee, it only retailed for $25. And this one did have like a tiny hole on the seam from the tag, which is super annoying when that happens. But I listed it at $20 and I got an offer of $15 and I went ahead and accepted it because again, I knew it didn't retail for a lot. It had the tiny little flaw, so selling it for $15 within, you know, an hour or two was great. The next item, another graphic tee, but this one I have had for so long. When I say so long, I think I've had it for at least 6 months. Yeah, probably around 6 months. And this was one of my favorite ones. I can't believe it took so long to sell. I actually think it would look good with the hat that I have on right now. But anyways, it was a Johnny Cash burnout graphic tee, just really soft, really cool graphics. I love the color. So I had it listed at $35 and I had a ton of likes. I have to look at how many likes I had on this thing. I'll put it on the screen, but I had a lot of likes, but it wasn't getting a lot of action. So someone came and offered me $25. I had it listed so long, I was about to delete the listing and relist it. And when they offered me the $25, I went ahead and accepted it. So I am happy with that. But that's something I like to do. If something's been sitting a while and I think it's a great item, I will sometimes either retake the photo and just delete the old listing and relist it, or sometimes I'll just screenshot the photos and use those exact same photos from the original listing, and I'll delete the original and then relist it again, because even though it has a ton of likes, no one has purchased it. So I want to try and do something to sell the item. So to me, it's worth it to relist if it won't sell. Okay, the next item is another item I've had for a while. I believe I've had this one since October, and it was a Free People Beach item. So Free People Beach is like their more casual kind of beachwear line, obviously. But it was like a crochet lace sheer cardigan, but it was super long. It was, you know, almost a dress basically. It buttoned up the front, so you could wear it as a cover up or a top. And I had this listed at $65 because these items are a little more rare and they usually sell for a lot. It had interest, but I wasn't getting a lot of offers, and someone had offered me $52, and I went ahead and accepted it, $13 off my asking price. So I went ahead and moved that. And then the final item I have is another pair of shorts. So again, shorts right now, very popular. And I've had these listed. I got them at the end of the summer, so probably August, September. Is when I listed these, and I knew it was going to take just a little bit longer to sell. They also were marked in junior sizes, so I listed them under juniors. They're a pair of Levi's vintage shorts. I listed them under the junior sizing of 7, and then I wrote what the equivalent to women's sizing was, so in case someone was searching like a size 26 or 27, they would be able to find this item. But I think they took longer to sell because they were listed under juniors. And like I was saying, just a pair of really cool vintage Levi's shorts. Someone had done all this like patchwork embellishment on them. I had them listed at $45 because they are so unique. And even though I probably could have waited and held out for a little bit more, someone offered me $35, and I was happy with that because, again, we're coming up on that season. I know I'm going to be listing a ton of shorts, and why not go ahead and sell the ones that I have. So those are my 15 most recent sales on Poshmark, and like I mentioned, just from today, the past couple of days, so what is selling right now. And graphic tees, which kind of always sell for me just because, again, I pick up a lot of them, and also shorts. So keep an eye out for shorts. I had 2 pairs in here, and I definitely foresee a lot of shorts selling soon with spring break coming up and lots of vacations and trips, and there aren't a ton in stores yet. I didn't have any bundles this time, so it was just 15 items that sold for a total of $593. Minus the Poshmark fee of 20%. They take a flat 20% on sales over $15, which was all of my sales. So the Poshmark fees were $118.60. I was left with a net earnings of $474.40. So that was what I was left with, and obviously I have to take out cost of goods and any kind of like supplies or things that I purchased, set aside money for taxes, and there you have like my total earnings. But I'm really happy with that. I'm excited about what's selling now. I definitely think things are starting to shift. Still selling winter items, but they're definitely shifting towards more spring or summer trends. So let me know, you guys, if you want to let me know your most recent sale on Poshmark, tell me down in the comments below, because I'm always curious to see what other people are selling. So let me know your last sale on Poshmark in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I always appreciate it if you do. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you soon. Bye.